Okay. Oh, already, okay. Hello, everyone. Oh, look, another Olivia Rodrigo skin. Sorry I have not been streaming a lot recently. I've just been on vacation, busy, and also just kind of playing with people that I don't need to be like streaming when I'm playing with them, because I don't know, we just want to have like privacy and stuff, so. Yeah, sorry I haven't been like streaming recently. I'm really trying though, because today is actually my first day back from vacation. I just drove home today. But, why do I always go here? I don't even like this place. Oh my goodness, this music. Oh, what's in there? Just a guzzle juice, whatever that is. Nah. Okay. That was not a very good long-range gun. Now, where's this chest? Because I feel like it's underground. Oh, here it is. Okay. Now I just need a shotgun. I guess I'm gonna go back over here, because I definitely did not search everything. Die, bro. Actually, I want this. Nope, go. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I just got back from vacation today. So I've been busy the past, like, week. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go up here to the gas station. I cannot believe I missed that first shot. I need to make those. Okay. No. Yeah. Well, anyway, I went to the beach on my vacation for the 4th of July, aka Independence Day. But I am back now. I had a good time at the beach. A few things went wrong, but, you know, something always goes wrong. Oh gosh. I did finally watch Project Hail Mary, the movie. It was really good. I'm not gonna like spoil it or anything because I know a lot of people haven't watched it yet, but I thought it was really good. I think I watched that the night before last, so like the night before the 4th of July, I think. Oh gosh. Thought he was upstairs for some reason. I was being dumb. So, yeah, I watched Project Hail Mary. Thought it was really good. And then gosh. Now I have to go find that big pot, wherever it was. Oh, never mind. I can take this. Of course, another person. I literally already I've killed 6 people already. Oh my gosh, bro. I don't know where that guy went, and I'm going to run away. Nah, go. What's this up here? Keycard. I don't need it. Ugh, cannot believe I got out of there. I was really trying to kill those people. Just couldn't get them. They had boots. Should I just drop on this guy, bro? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was trying to edit my stair. Bro. Oh, hello. Sorry, I did not look at the chat for a second. I cannot believe the season's done in a month. It feels like it just started, honestly. I really don't like this season, though. I honestly, like, hate this season. Like, it's probably, like, the second worst I've ever played, honestly. It felt this season, it was short. It has been short. What's your thoughts on this season so far? Oh yeah, it just sucks. I hate the sprites. I don't know. I just like, I don't really like them. There's only one sprite that I like, and it's the boss sprite because that one gives me extra health. And I think it's kind of like rigged because even though it supposedly gives you like 50 extra health added up altogether, it actually like feels like it doesn't give you anything. Last season was better, to be honest. Yes, it was. Yeah. I really do think this season stinks. You said any stories to share. Um, I don't know. There's probably a lot I could say, but probably best not to say it on the stream. Just, well, I don't know if you heard earlier, but I just got back from vacation. I went to the beach from July 1st to today, actually. I just drove back today, and it was okay. Like, I'm glad I went, but also, I didn't really have a good time. It's so weird because, like, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I guess, like, I was kind of noticing something very strange while I was there, because, where'd my gun? Okay. Don't even need this gun. Because it was like, usually whenever I have gone to the beach in the past, it's usually very, like, overwhelming for me, because I go into, like, the restaurants and everything that are super crowded. In the past, I've just thought, like, oh, everyone's staring at me, everyone thinks that I'm weird or whatever. Everyone's staring at me, they're probably thinking I don't belong here, whatever. Or just the fact that, like, there's so many people and then it's too loud, or, like, there's too many people in the same room, just like there's tons of people crammed into one space. But guess what? This time when I went to the beach, to be fair, I haven't been there since, over 2 years ago. So it has been a little bit of time. But, I actually didn't really feel a lot of that this time when I went. I don't know why. But I was feeling like I was actually the one having to be calm for my family. Like, I was the one having to be rational and calm because other people were not. Because other people in my family were being, like, irritated, overwhelmed, high strung, and I was just like, I can't be like that right now. I have to be the one to be calm and collected, and I have to be the one to, I can't be another person right now that's, like, acting all, like, anxious and overwhelmed and stuff. So I guess that was going through my mind. I was like, I have to be the one that's kind of just calm right now. I can't be feeling overwhelmed. So, and that worked, honestly. It worked. I was like, I told myself that, and it actually worked. So that was something. And then also I just kind of noticed, like, wait, why am I trying to drink that? Anyway, Ignore the haters, my friend, because people are always be acting stupid, and you stay being yourself. Oh, thank you. I'll try. That's nice of you to say. Yeah. Yeah, in the past, I've just been very worried about other people in these restaurants being like, thinking I'm either dressed the wrong way or I just don't belong. They can tell that I don't belong. I don't know. It's just because, like, the beach that I go to is, let's just say you have to be, like, pretty wealthy to like, have a house there, or, like, be there, whatever. So it's like, I don't feel like the people that are there, like, in the restaurants and everything, in the area that we went to eat, I felt like they were kind of just thinking of me, being like, you don't belong here, you're not one of us, stuff like that. So, which none of them said anything like that. It's just that I don't know. I just, like, I feel that way whenever I used to go there. This time I felt like I wasn't even thinking those thoughts, because I was just like, I don't know. I just have to be calm right now. I can't be acting up. But yeah. But really, the only reason that I'm there is, like, the only reason that I've been able to go there, and I don't know, like I said earlier, you have to be, like, pretty wealthy to even, like, go there, like, have a house there. So the only reason I'm really there is because my someone in my family actually, like, owns a house there. I'm not gonna say who, but someone in my family owns a house there, which I which I was which I went to, but I don't even spend, like, much time with this family member. So I'm not really, like, one of them. I'm not, like, one of the this extremely wealthy group of people. It's just like I'm not really the same as them. So I feel like whenever I go there, I'm just, like, an outsider. Like, I'm not used to this lifestyle. But anyway, I also kind of noticed. Wait, what'd you say? I had people like that look at me, and I always prove them work because I work for it and I earn it, and always giving me looks, and I always call them, but that me personally. Yeah. I mean, I guess I should, if they give me looks, I should give them looks back. But yeah, another thing I noticed was, I don't know, everybody there, like I said, I guess it kind of connects to what I was saying earlier about just people being, like, very high strung, like, anxious, overwhelmed, like, people in my family being, like, so worried, and they can't just freaking relax on vacation. I'm just like, why are y'all all so like, irritated and high strung, and, like, need to do this, need to do that, need to whatever. We're literally on vacation. Like, oh, hold on, I'm gonna text my mom because she just brought me dinner. I'll be down in. Okay, buddy. Okay, I just texted my mom that I would be down in a minute. But anyway, so I'll probably have to get off the stream after this game, sadly, but it's okay. So, but yeah, everyone was just like, we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to whatever, and then, like, they're also just like, oh, these people are so annoying, like, constantly complaining about people, or just, like, talking behind people's backs. I'm just like, y'all need to calm down. Y'all need to just stop being so irritated and annoyed. I felt like weirdly, like, rational during this trip. Like, weirdly rational, practical, and being, like, very aware of people, like, people around me, and being like, these people, I don't need to act like them because these people are overwhelming me. These people are, like, I don't know. Anyway. So I was like, I don't need to be acting like this. So I just noticed that, and I was like, people around me are being so freaking annoying. But I'm not gonna let it bother me. I'm gonna be I'm trying to be nice to everyone, trying to because I don't know, I always try to be very nice to people. I don't ever start arguments with people. I don't ever, like, really get mad at anyone ever. Like, if I do get mad at someone, I usually just keep it to myself. Maybe that's not always a good thing, but it's just the way I am. So whenever I get mad at people, I really don't show it at all. I don't really ever get snippy or, like, anything like that. So I'm always trying to be very, very nice to people, not really cause anyone any issues. So not everyone's like that, though. So people always try to cause me issues and stuff and be mean to me. But I'm always just trying to be nice to people. So yeah. Whenever people were just kind of being, like, rude to me, I kind of just took that in. I was like, well, yes, they're being a little bit rude to me, but however, I don't know. They could be tired. They could be not having a good day. They could not really mean what they're saying. So I kind of just thought that a lot of the time. Which I don't usually think that. Like, that's what I was saying, is it was kind of unusual, and I was being very practical about things, and I was being very, very calm. Because I guess I was, like, my nerves were in, like, just, like, stress mode, which caused me to be, like, overly calm and, like, overly hyper aware of people around me. Which that happens sometimes. Just whenever an environment is very stressful. Sometimes I go one way, which is, like, I get super overwhelmed. I'm shaking. I have to go to be alone. Or, on the other hand, I could just be, like, overly calm and be the one that has to stay calm for everyone else and be, like, the one in control. So this trip, what I noticed was me being the version of me that's, like, the second thing I said, very calm, which is unusual. Usually, I go that other way, where it's like, I'm just, like, very anxious. Everyone has to be worried about me. But this time I was like, no, I'm not letting that happen. Yeah, which, I'm not saying that it's not okay if you do act like, very anxious. It's normal for people to do that. But for me, I really, really try to not cause any issues and, like, overwhelm the people whenever the situation's already stressful. You said food break. It's okay, we can chat next stream. Staying calm is always good, and you did what's right and be happy what you did. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I try. But I guess as far as stories go, I don't know if I have any. Hmm. No, I don't think I have any stories. But I did, I tried, I guess I'll just tell kind of what I've been doing the last week. I did try to read on the beach. It was kind of like the first time I went to the beach ever since I really started like reading a bunch of books. Because I haven't been to the beach in over 2 years, and I only really started reading like maybe a year and like 9 months ago. So it's been less than 2 years. So I haven't really been to the beach ever since I started reading a lot, and I decided that this time I was really going to try to read on the beach and stuff, try to make my time there count, and of course I don't know why I decided to read this book, but I decided to read this book called 11/22/63, which, if you don't know what that is, it's the date of JFK's assassination. And sorry, I'm just distracted. It's the date of JFK's assassination, and November 22nd, 1963. But it's actually a fiction book, not nonfiction, somehow. It's a fiction book by Stephen King. Oh my gosh, I can't build. What the actual heck? So yes, it is a fiction book by Stephen King that is about this high school teacher who, it's the year 2011, so the current day is 2011. And this high school teacher who decides to go back in time because the man that originally had this time machine is dying of lung cancer. He has like terminal lung cancer. He's about to die like basically any day now. And so this guy, the original time machine owner, he needed to pass on the tradition, or he needed to like pass on the time machine, so that his mission could be accomplished. Because his mission was to save JFK from getting assassinated, because he believed that if he could save JFK, then like millions of lives could be saved. And the whole entire like history of the world ever since 1963 could turn out differently. And so this guy with lung cancer, he decides he needs to pass this on because he can't complete the mission on his own, because he's about to die. Obviously, he's about to die of lung cancer, so he has to pass his time machine on. So there's this guy. So the guy that owns the time machine, he's the owner of a diner, and at this diner, the high school teacher, the main character, he visits this diner very often, and so the owner of the diner, which owns the time machine as well, he decides to pass on his time machine to this high school teacher who always goes to his diner, because he believes that he is like the perfect choice basically to pass it on to, because he's young. Well, not like as young as he's probably. I think it said he was like mid 40s, early to mid 40s maybe. And so, oh my gosh. He's early to mid 40s, so he's young enough, obviously, to go back in time and come back. Because the year that the time machine goes to is 1958, which is 5 years before 1963. The guy, whoever goes into that time machine, Like every single time someone goes in, it is the exact date of September 9th, 1958. So, if you go in the time machine, let's say you go in the time machine for like 1 year, which that would be 1959, and you come back out. Well, you've aged a whole entire year. However, anytime someone goes in the time machine, in the real world, only 2 minutes have passed. So no matter how long you've been in there, in that other past world, you've only 2 minutes have passed in the real present time. So, got him. I'll just finish this story real quick. I can go downstairs later. You haven't been to the beach since like 5 years ago. Aww. Do you think you're gonna go back soon, at least? I hope you get to. The story seems interesting. Oh, it is interesting. It's like crazy, but anyway. So, if someone goes in the time machine for like, let's say 1 year, like I said, they will have aged that year, so they'll look a year older. However, when they go back to the real world, only 2 minutes have passed, so they'll look older, but they'll be like kind of still in the moment that they left in. So it's like really weird. So like, if someone goes in that freaking time machine for like, let's say like 10 years, it's only 2 minutes that have passed. So like they'll come back a freaking decade, like old person now or whatever, but they'll look 10 years older, but like it'll still be like 2 minutes past. So it's really strange. So anyway, this guy who had the lung cancer, who originally had the time machine, he went back to 1958, September 9th, 1958, and was trying to prevent JFK's assassination. And it turns out he got this lung cancer diagnosis about 3 to 4 years into his stay there. So basically, he was only like a year or a little more than a year off of JFK's assassination date. So he was very close to accomplishing his mission and saving JFK. But he got this lung cancer diagnosis, and he figured he would die before this next year or year and a half passed, so that he couldn't complete his mission. So he returned to the real world, looking like, 4 years older. And then that's whenever this book starts, is whenever he passes on this time machine after that to the high school teacher named Jake Epping. And so Jake Epping, he decides to take on this mission. He's like, okay, I'll do it for you. I'll go back in time for 5 years and I'll save JFK. And he ends up actually going on this little side quest to save his, he has this GED student. So a GED student, usually they would be a little bit older than normal high school age because they're getting their GED, like they didn't ever graduate high school or whatever. So there's this GED student that he has that's named Harry. And Harry is probably in his like 60s, if I had to say. And Harry is the janitor at the school. He's also a GED student. And his father actually killed his mother, his 2 brothers, and his sister whenever he was 10 years old. And guess what day it was? October 31st, 1958, which is only a little more than a month after you enter the time machine. So, Jake Epping is like, well, why don't I save this guy's family too? Like, he'll have a completely different life. Like, maybe his life will be better if his mother and his siblings never die. And what if that changes the whole rest of the events of the world as well? You know, like if one family gets saved, that could change even more than just what happens in their own family. So he's like, oh, why don't I just save this guy's family? Because it's only a month, a little more than a month after you enter the time machine. You only have to stay there for a little more than a month. But he's also going to stay past that time as well, I think, because if everything goes according to plan, that is, which it probably won't, because there has to be some kind of conflict in the book, obviously. But if everything goes according to plan, he's planning on saving this guy's family and then staying in that time machine in 1958 and staying another 5 years to save JFK. So, yeah. That's where I'm at in the book right now. It is literally, the point at the book I'm at right now, it is October 31st, 1958 in the time machine. So Jake Epping is in the time machine in 1958, and it's literally the day of the killings where the dad kills the mom and the kids and stuff. So he is like preparing to kind of like save this family, basically. He's deciding like, oh, well, I guess I bought a handgun, so like in case he comes after me, I just like shoot him. But also like I don't want to kill him in cold blood, because even though I know for a fact that he's going to become a killer and he's going to kill his family, it still feels wrong to just like shoot him in cold blood without him doing anything. So that it's like his moral compass is kind of like telling him not to kill him before he really does anything. So like he's telling himself, hey, if I go to this house at this like at night on Halloween night, October 31st night, if I go to this house and I watch from like another kind of location that's close by, if I just watch, and if this guy comes up to this house with a hammer, because a hammer was the murder weapon, he's like, if this guy comes up to the house with a hammer, I will shoot him, because then technically he doesn't feel as bad for killing the guy, because if he sees the hammer in his hand, he knows what he's just about to do. He's just like, well, technically, well, like he's about to actually kill them, so like he feels like he's allowed to do that. So that's where I'm at in the book right now, is this guy's like picking his stakeout location for like where he's gonna wait during the nighttime to like shoot this guy. So it's kind of crazy. But let me just mention this one last detail before I go. It is that I will definitely update you once I've read more. Maybe tomorrow. No, actually tomorrow I'm going to be busy, because guess what tomorrow is? I'm going to go to a baseball game. I'm going to like the Braves versus Mets game tomorrow. If you don't know what that is, it's like MLB, Major League Baseball game. So I'm going there tomorrow. So sadly, I probably won't stream tomorrow. I'll stream the next day. But I'll definitely update you on the book. But let me just say this last thing before I go about the book. So the thing is, the past does not want to be changed. It will do like almost everything in its power to remain the same as it is. So it's like, if Jake tries to like change a small detail of the past, whether that's like buying a car or like, I don't know, meeting a certain person, or like, because, you know, interactions with people change things. They change the past. Interacting with people, that changes something. Like you've met like a whole person. That's completely changed your world, you know? So it's like every time this guy like really tries to change the world, even in a very small way. So if it happens in a very small way, just such as like, you know, buying a car from someone, interacting with someone, having a long conversation with someone, the past does not want to be changed. So it'll do everything in its power to throw you off course, to like, you know, you're either like the tire will go out in your car, like the tire will go out in your car, or like the car will blow up, or like all these random things will happen like out of nowhere because just the past does not want to be changed. So all of these things have just been happening. It's so weird. It's just like the past doesn't want to be changed, and Jake can feel it. He's like, I can literally feel it here. I'm like, the past wants to stay like this. It does not want to be changed. It does not want my influence in it. So we're gonna see what happens, because he's like, what if I try to shoot this guy that's gonna kill his family, and what if the gun like doesn't go off, because the past doesn't want to be changed. So if he literally does so much as to take someone's whole life away, that is a much bigger thing than just interacting with someone or buying a car. It's a much larger act. So he therefore thinks that the gun will either like not go off, it won't work, or like it'll shoot in the wrong direction, or like something will go wrong. So I mean, he's rightfully thinking that, because I would be thinking that too. I would be scared out of my mind. I would be like, I would literally not even take the risk of like shooting that gun off, because that's just, there's so many like details in that it could go wrong. So yeah, anyway, that's where I'm at right now. Baseball game, have fun. I will, thank you. I'll definitely have fun, but I'll update you about the book day after tomorrow, probably. Yeah. But thank you for watching the stream, and I hope you had a good time. Have a good rest of the night, and yes, remember to stay safe. I'll stay safe. Don't worry. You too. Bye.